Well, I'd like to welcome everybody here. This is our 7th grade ELA team. The first thing I'd like to do is go over the agenda and the roles and who's present. Our agenda, we're going to review the team norms for about a minute, examine the pre-assessment data for about 2 to 3 minutes, identify strengths and needs, about 10 to 15 minutes, establish a SMART goal for 2 to 3 minutes, select and explain an instructional strategy that we'll commonly use for about 15 minutes, determine results indicators for about 10 minutes, and if there are any other items that we need to address, we'll do that for about 2 to 3 minutes. At this point, we'll go ahead and get into our agenda. So if you can go to the covers and norms page, I'll turn it over to our facilitator.
Okay, just to review over our norms, we're all here and prepared. Did everybody bring samples of student work from each one of the 3 categories?
Absolutely.
And as usual, whatever is discussed in here stays within here. If we discuss any particular students, just make sure it all stays within this circle. And our power standard that we worked on was persuasive writing. Specifically, we looked at outlining of a persuasive paper, but the power standard reads, students use elements of the writing process. Specifically, we used the planning to compose persuasive text is what we're looking at. Just go over, let's look at each one of the individual teachers' data. We each gave the pre-assessment that involved, let me go in here, doing an outline over, let me read what the pre-assessment was so we remember. Read the following persuasive prompt, create an outline for a paper responding to the prompt. And looking at our scores, Clarissa.
I had 78 students take the pre-assessment. 25 of the students were proficient, 49 were close to proficient, so they scored between a 40 and a 60 on the assignment, and 4 students were far below proficient, so they got a 20 to a 40.
But in your students, you had how many pre-AP classes?
2 pre-AP
Okay.
classes, 1 regular
Okay.
class.
Okay, so that's 32% that Clarissa had that were proficient, and then only 5% though that were far below. Okay. All right, Emily, what about yours?
I had 79 students total take the exam. 9 were proficient, 55 were close to, and 15 were far below. I have all just regular 7th grade ELA across the board.
Okay, so that's probably one of the reasons why Emily has the 11% proficient, because she didn't have any pre-AP students in there, and then 19% that were far below.